A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Man in motion is Smith. Right to the air, it's Hurts. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. First carry for Saquon Barkley. Up the sideline, past midfield. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35. Once again, it's Barkley. He'll be taken down at about the 33-yard line. Brian Cook up from his safety spot to make the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9. He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield. 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down mark.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
He'll try and get there on the ground. And he's going to be out of bounds, clearly shy of the line to gain. And that is going to be a turnover on downs.
43! 43! Yellow!
Throwing to get things started is Mahomes. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
I hope we all appreciate just how difficult it is to throw the ball that well while on the run. And the way they teach it, Mike, is kind of cool. They actually teach the quarterback to disconnect your upper body from your lower body. Just keep your feet moving, and however your arm times up, just let it rip. And he does it about as well as you can ask.
That is caught! And he will go all the way. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Chiefs. Here's the Chiefs and Mahomes lining up to add on 2 more. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That is caught. They get the 2-point conversion. What a start to this one. An 8-0 edge. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Off the play fake, Hurts going up top. It hangs up a bit too much. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Watson. And the Chiefs are going to have it. They'll take over at their own 24-yard line.
So this was a great stress test for this defense, Mike. Everybody prepares to defend a quarterback from within the pocket. But how do you defend that quarterback when he breaks the pocket? In this case, watch everybody flow. Everybody stays with the play and maintains their assignment. They get rewarded for a chance at the interception, and he comes through with the pick.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. This caught right side by Worthy.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
They'll come up now for second down and 4.
Right side.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended target. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
Travis Kelce, the intended target. And it's going to be fourth down.
Hey, rip lift. Right side.
They're indeed going, and it's Mahomes. He's got his man. He finds Worthy. And he's going to have the Chiefs first down. They find a way to convert on 4th and 10. That's into the hands of Worthy once again. 4 catches already in this opening quarter, off to a hot start as he picks up the first down.
50. Yellow. Right side.
Play fake. Now it's Mahomes. A throw on the move is caught. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. Big play for KC. 37 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is...
Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
50. Yellow.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long.
Right side.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Here's a shot toward the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, KC. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Here's the Chiefs and Mahomes lining up to add on 2 more.
Attack. Yellow. Come back. Right side.
Now they'll set up to throw. This is caught. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He's going to keep it himself. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life. His speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on the big scramble. He's able to pick up the first down and keep the drive alive.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He finds Jahan Dotson. And he will get into the end zone. Jahan Dotson. Touchdown, Eagles. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown The catch and carry and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
Elliott, good on the extra point. So 1 quarter in the books in this rematch of Super Bowl 57. It's the Chiefs on top. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away.
Hey, 57, Cup, yellow. Right side.
First down throw, Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Right side.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Yellow. Right side.
Throwing now, Mahomes. He's going to put it up, take a shot for Hopkins. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. And the Chiefs will punt the ball away. Oh, look at this. It's a fake. Oh, he's got a man, and he caught it. They get 18 yards on 4th down, and a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10.
Right side.
Mahomes now to throw again. A ball deep for the end zone. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Easy. Right side.
Off the play fake. Mahomes. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. And maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
Right side.
On 3rd down, Mahomes. He's going to put it up, take a shot for Hopkins. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I'll tell you what, Mike, considering how this offense has played in the first couple possessions, I'm surprised that one wasn't completed. It seems like that's the first miss of the game. Continue.
Oh, and now look at this. It's a fake. Oh, what a mess here. It is intercepted. Picked off by their rookie corner. And he's going to be out of bounds, but quite a turn of events here. He has set up the offense with 1st and goal. Here's Barkley. And he will not get in from there. In fact, I think he was shoved backwards a little bit.
You can see the running back. He's waiting patiently for that cutback lane to open, and it just never did. Great job by the defense, continuing to string that play out sideways, and they're able to take him down for a loss.
He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. And now 3rd and goal coming up. Hurts. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes. fourth down, it's Jake Elliott time for the Eagles. Officially, it's a 36-yard attempt. Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles are back within a score. They trail now by 6.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
That ball going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10.
Fight on these two. Right side.
Play action here. Mahomes. And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looked like he might have gotten there early. Here's first and 10.
Yellow. Right side.
On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. Looked like a lateral there, but now it's a free football. That'll be picked up by the Eagles. Well, sometimes the offense tries to make a little too much happen, try to pitch it around, get an extra few yards, except they lose the ball, and the defense will take over.
Mike, you're exactly right. That is what happened here. That's just a prime example of a player just doing a little too much. Just secure the ball, get as many yards as you can, and make sure your team ends up still possessing the ball.
Another one from the 5, second down and goal. Now Hurts. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time, and now it's third and goal. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. To the air again, Hurts. And this is incomplete. They don't go for the field goal. Wind up trying to throw for the touchdown. They get nothing out of it on fourth and goal. Mahomes now back near his own goal line. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Yellow.
Gray is the motion man here. Mahomes looking to throw on second down. He's going to let this one go for Worthy.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
On first down, it's Hurts. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time, and it'll bring up second down. Play action. Here's Hurts. A throw left side, but it's incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. Third down coming up. On play action. Here. Oh, no chance to get rid of that one. Under a heavy rush, he goes down. On fourth down, the snap comes to Hurts. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs.
Yellow.
Man in motion is Brown. And his momentum completely stopped there. Picked up, thrown down for a loss. Gray is the motion man here.
Right side.
Mahomes now to throw on second down. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Kansas City. What a half he is putting together. That's his third touchdown already.
Right side.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That's going to wind up incomplete. They tried for two, and it does not pan out. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming, and the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. On first down, it's Hurts. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Oh, a wide open receiver. It's Smith. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 70 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. On is Elliott to add the extra point. And he missed it. It is no good. And this is going to remain a 6-point margin. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Oh, what an unforced error at an untimely moment. Just tied the game, but then the kickoff out of bounds, and the ball comes out to the 40-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. He's going to put it up, take a shot for Hopkins. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. On first down, it's Mahomes. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. On the ground, here's Samaje Perine. And he is planted in the backfield. Defenders crashing through. Blow up that play behind the line. That's taken in by the running back, Perine. The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on fourth down. Now a deep ball toward the end zone.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
He was looking for A.J. Brown that time, and it'll be second down.
63.
Throwing is Hurts. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. Down the sideline. Saquon Barkley racing to the end zone. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 79 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
That is just a complete disaster. I mean, we're in the final seconds of the first half, Mike, and you give up a huge explosive play that results in a touchdown. No matter what you've done all half, it completely changes the game.
So, final seconds of this first half. Looks like they'll take a lead into the locker room as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6.
Hey, 57 color, 57 color. Right side.
Mahomes on first down. He's going to dial up another deep ball. Oh, the defender able to get his head around and intercept it. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. And he will be out of bounds. No time left on the clock. And that is the final action here in this first half. Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. Certainly a tightly contested first half, and you'd expect more of that here in the second half. A one-point game as quarter 3 begins. Wow, they are hitting now. Been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on that return. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Throwing is Mahomes. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Attack, attack! Yellow. Right side.
To throw is Mahomes. He's going to put it up, take a shot for Hopkins. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. One of his teammates is there to pick it up. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
That's good for our Kansas City Chiefs. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own
Mahomes again working deep downfield. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. And the Eagles will take over possession here at the 44.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Great, set.
Dotson, the man in motion. Hurts to the air on 1st down. A throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. It's 2nd down.
Let's call it for what it is, Mike. I mean, right now, this team is winning in spite of him. Certainly not because of him. And what's really concerning is that's the most important position on the team. And if they are able to hold on and they do pull this game out, it could wind up being one of the most poor performances we've ever seen in a winning effort that I can recall in a long time.
He was looking for A.J. Brown that time, and it'll be 3rd down. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Leo Chanel. And the Chiefs are going to take over here at their own 22.
You know, Mike, I like the mindset of this offensive coordinator. He's saying, listen, I'm not looking to preserve this lead. I'm looking to extend my lead. Now, that aggressive play calling in this case led to the turnover. Now your defense has to take the field. Can they bail you out and keep this lead unchanged prior to their next possession?
Hopkins sent in motion. First down throw, Mahomes. He'll get this out to his running back. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6.
Yellow. Attack.
At the 26-yard line.
Attack.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He can't get away, and he's lost the football. The Eagles have it. And there it is. The defense comes up with the big play, forcing the fumble as they get their offense right back on the field. Coming up, Greg, with a big turnover.
Taking the ball away, Mike, has really become an art form in the NFL. Some teams are good at it, some teams not so much. But in this case, great job by the defense taking that one away.
Hurts working in the pistol. That's to the left side and taken in by Smith. And he won't quite make it to the pylon, but he's out of bounds right around the 1-yard line. It's a gain of 29, and it's 1st and goal. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
And that is incomplete. 2-point conversion attempt winds up being unsuccessful. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. The dangerous Mecole Hardman on the return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on 1st down. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
You know, Mike, drastically different things waiting for these two squads on the sideline as they run off. I mean, we can hear the defensive sideline celebrating all the way up here. I mean, back-to-back drives, they come away with the takeaway. Now, on the offensive sideline, there's no celebration awaiting. It's coaches looking to gather their guys together and say, look, we've got to have ball security. If we don't protect the football, we have no chance.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Now Hurts. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and 3rd down coming up. Off the play fake. Hurts. Oh, he's got a man. That's caught by Brown. And he's in. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Eagles. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
That'll be caught. And this is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, looking for an escape hatch. Found nothing. And they get him down well behind the line.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Hardman now to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Man in motion is Brown. Inside the 30. And he will score. Hollywood Brown. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Watson.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
A 1st down throw for Mahomes. He keeps it himself. And he will not be quite able to stretch the ball out. They're going to mark him down after that huge run all the way to the 1.
What I like the most here is just the decision that when he wants to be a runner, he commits to being a runner, and he's able to weave his way downfield, pick up the 1st down, sets up 1st and goal.
And he's going to be swallowed up, taken down, sacked, back at the 5.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Darius Slay.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Back up to his own goal line, Hurts. This one to his big tight end, Uzama. He's up to the 20. And he's going to get this up to the 22-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Man in motion is Smith. On 2nd down, Hurts. That is incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. And now it's going to be 3rd down. Hurts again. A pass caught by Saquon. And he's going to be out of bounds after a pickup of about 4, but that is enough to keep the drive alive. 1st down. Again, Hurts. Now a deep ball looking for Brown.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
He's across midfield. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and that will lead to a 2nd down. Hurts will try it again. Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this 3rd quarter.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Trent McDuffie. And the Chiefs are going to get this back at their own 34-yard line. So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Yellow. 57. White side.
On 1st down, it's Mahomes. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
15. Yellow.
It's a gain of 20. That's good for our Kansas City Chiefs.
first and 10, it's Mahomes. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Yellow, yellow. Yellow, yellow. What's that?
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He'll take a shot downfield for Kelsey. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday. Yellow, yellow. What's that?
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. He'll drop this underneath to Pacheco.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
Trailing late, they've got to go here.
Yellow.
It's 4th down.
What's that?
Now Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And he's trying to get around the corner, but will not. Brought down. That's a loss on the play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. He'll tuck it and take off.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
On 3rd down, here's Hurts. Taking a shot downfield for Smith. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it's going to bring up 4th down.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on downs.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
Yellow.
The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
They put Kelsey in motion. 1st and 10 for Mahomes. He's going to tuck it and go. And Mahomes, as smart as they come, hits the deck, but he's got the 1st down. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Travis Kelsey, the intended target. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
This is a pass that just needs to be completed, Mike. The opportunity was there. His guy was open. They ran out of room a little bit there on the sideline. Couldn't quite get the ball up and down fast enough, and ends up being thrown out of bounds.
They need one right now. 3rd and long. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. Travis Kelsey, the intended target. And now it's 4th down.
Attack, attack!
Here's Mahomes. That is caught side of the end zone. Travis Kelsey. Touchdown, KC. So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the fourth quarter. All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? On the return, it's Kenneth Gainwell. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
He's going to run it.
The key to a good quarterback scramble, Mike, is knowing when it's time to go from a thrower to a runner, and that's exactly what we saw here. Doesn't get the first down, but he's able to pick up some really positive yards and then get out of bounds.
This is intercepted. Picked off by Trent McDuffie. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick six for touchdown. What a play by the defense in a tie game. Not only do they come up with the turnover, Greg, they score the touchdown and take the lead.
And that's just a mistake, Mike, at this point in the game that you just cannot make on offense. You find yourself in a game that could go either way, and you just gift wrap the opposing team a chance to take it back the other way and take the lead.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's first and 10. To throw is Hurts. That's taken in left side by Smith. Down the left sideline. What about that? Out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. Plenty of time. All three timeouts left. It's first and 10. They'll drop to throw. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's second down. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down. To the air again. Hurts. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a fourth down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on fourth down. Let's see what play call they have. And
I had to take a chance on fourth down, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nick Bolton.
Just think back to a few plays ago, Mike. This offense is finding themselves entering the red zone. It looked like we're about to see a touchdown, but that's how fast things can change in this game. The defense finds themselves with their back against the wall, coming up with a huge fourth down stop. Not only do they keep points off the board, but it's nicer to do it when you come off with the ball in your hand. He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Mahomes now on second down. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. So add another touchdown and touchdown pass for that matter. He has thrown 6 already in this one. Amazing stuff. And now, after the big play, got to cut that celebration short because they're going to stay out and go for 2. That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. This is 1st and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. And he's just throwing ducks up there. Another ball intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
Yellow. Hey, dribble it. Hard time.
Mahomes on 1st down. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
Yellow.
Here we go. One final play. This is caught at the just trying to make something happen. And the ball's loose on the field. And he'll be brought down there. And that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So this one in the win column for the Chiefs. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. In the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That is the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs victorious, as we say, so long from Arrowhead.